All right, let's get right into it. If you're a leader in any business today, you are absolutely wrestling with this one massive question. How do we go all in on AI fast enough to compete without completely losing the plot, without losing control of our costs, our data, and our decision making? It's the challenge right now, and this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Look, AI is happening. That train has left the station. But the chaos, the loss of control, that part is a choice. The companies that are going to win here aren't just the ones that jump in first. They're the ones who do it smartly, with a real strategy, and their hands firmly on the wheel. So that's the big paradox we're going to break down here. How do you get all that incredible speed and innovation that AI promises? Without just handing over the keys to the kingdom, we're going to walk through a new blueprint that shows you exactly how to thread that needle. Okay, so first things first, we have to understand why the usual approach is failing so many companies. The truth is, most organizations are starting this journey with a map that is fundamentally flawed. Here's the core mistake: thinking AI is just another software upgrade. Like rolling out a new version of Office. It's not. Not even close. AI messes with three huge things all at once: the speed of your decisions, how believable those decisions seem, and ultimately who's on the hook, who's accountable for what happens next. When those things shift without a plan, control doesn't just disappear, it kind of evaporates. And that leads to these failure patterns that you see everywhere. I love this first one: pilot theater. You know what this is? A team spends months building a super flashy AI demo. It wows the board, everyone claps, but nobody learns a single thing about how to actually weave this into the real day-to-day work. It's all sizzle, no steak. And these patterns don't happen because people aren't smart. They happen because the company never sat down and defined what control even looks like in an AI world. Now, if those common traps are a problem, there's another risk that's even more dangerous, especially if you're working across different regions. It's the danger of just, copying and pasting a strategy that was built for somewhere else. Let's look at the example of companies working in Africa, because it really highlights the stakes. This slide just lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got the world that most AI playbooks were born in. Stable costs, endless cloud computing, perfect internet. But then look at the right. That's the on-the-ground reality in so many places. Currencies that swing wildly, internet that comes and goes. These aren't just little details you can ignore. They are fundamental conditions that can totally wreck an AI strategy that wasn't built for them. And right there, that's the whole ball game. When your strategy pretends your reality doesn't exist, it's not just useless, it becomes a liability. You can't treat your local context like an afterthought. You have to build for it from day one. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? If the old playbooks are busted, what do we do instead? Let's talk about a new model, one that flips the whole sequence on its head. It's called AI Forward. The old way, the data-first way, is like trying to build a perfect 8-lane superhighway before you even know where people want to drive. You spend years and a fortune on this pristine infrastructure, and by the time you're done, everyone wants to go somewhere else. The AI Forward way is totally different. You start with a simple dirt path to a place people are already trying to get to. Then as more people use it, you pave it, you widen it, you let the actual value guide the investment. It's a simple, really powerful loop. 1. You pick a business problem where AI can make a real, measurable difference. 2. You roll out a governed AI tool to tackle it in about a month. 3. You measure the results. Did it work? And 4. Then and only then do you spend the money on the heavy-duty data plumbing. To make it bigger and better, the investment follows the impact, not the other way around. Okay, this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you keep control when you're moving this fast? Well, the answer isn't in some 100-page policy document. It's in your architecture. This is a big one. Control isn't some binder on a shelf that nobody reads. It's a design choice. It's something you have to build into the system from the ground up. And that's where this idea of an AI native enterprise architecture comes in. It's a 7-layer blueprint for building in governance by design, we're going to focus on the 3 most important layers for control. So let's start at the very top, layer 7. This is the stuff your teams actually see and touch. These are the AI agents and assistants for your sales team, your finance team, whatever. Each one is designed for a specific job and is tied to a clear business metric. This is where the AI rubber meets the road. Now, right underneath that, you have what is maybe the most important layer for governance, the control plane. Think of this as the air traffic control for your AI. It's got the audit logs, it enforces the rules, it handles compliance. This is the layer that lets you walk into a boardroom or talk to a regulator and explain exactly what your AI is doing and why. And then there's layer 5, the model aggregation gateway. Honestly, this is your secret weapon. This is how you stay in charge of your own destiny. It's a single doorway for all the AI models you use, whether they're from a big tech company or open source. What that means is you are never locked in. You can swap models in and out for better performance, lower cost, or new regulations. And you can do it without ripping up your whole system. So here's a practical checklist, a gut check you can take back to your teams. Ask these questions. Can you swap out your main AI model tomorrow for a cheaper one without everything falling apart? Can you prove to an auditor exactly how an AI suggestion led to a multi-million-dollar decision? If you're hesitating on any of these, you don't really have control. What you have is a risk. So when you put all of these pieces together, that AI-forward mindset and this control by design architecture, something really powerful starts to happen. You start to transform into what we call an AI-native enterprise. And the outcome here, well, it's the answer to that big paradox we started with. You get the speed you need, real measurable value in weeks, not years, and you get control with governance built in. And the freedom to choose your own vendors and your own path. You scale your AI based on what actually works, not just what's in the budget. And maybe most importantly, you free up your people to do smarter, more meaningful work. This really changes how we should think about success, right? The future isn't about which company owns the most fancy tech. It's about which company is the best at orchestrating all these different kinds of intelligence safely, smartly, and effectively. It's about being a great conductor, not just a collector of instruments. So I'll leave you with this one last question to chew on. Take a hard look at your own AI strategy right now. Are you building a truly independent, sovereign capability that actually fits your business and your context? Or are you just paying to be a passenger on someone else's roadmap? The choice, like we said at the start, is yours.